Hey, are your chords just not cutting it? Want to have some big, sexy, lush, sad chords like Holo?
I do.
Stay tuned to the video. We're going to show you how.
Also, ExcellentSound.com is on sale 40% off for Black Friday.
Wow, that's incredible. And we have a brand new pack, SadBoi Volume 1, on sale now. 75 Serum Presets and over 300 samples of all the saddest stuff you can ever imagine. Watch the video, then go.
Also, we came out with a new pack called SadBois.
Also, it's the second time
40% off.
There's
40%.
That's the third time you brought it up.
Hey, did you know that our website... We could be on drugs.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know if we're on drugs or not. What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Ferrari.
And my name is Parker Immense.
And we are Excellent Sound. And don't adjust your little laptop or your phone screen. We are not DJ Snake. We are just two very sad, lonely boys right now.
Our eyes are red. We've been crying all night.
All day. All night.
We don't even know what to do, man. We don't want to show too much.
I'll show you my eyes,
Don't show them, dude. Don't show them.
I shouldn't.
Don't
You're right.
show them.
I won't show them. Obviously, we're really sad right now. We're sad for a good reason because our brand new pack, SadBois Volume 1, is out now for you guys. We did a little Beyonce. We just went, huh? It's been out now for like a week or two?
Yeah.
Here it is. Huh?
And it's amazing. We're making
I want
people
some sad
cry,
music
dude.
right now. So SadBoi is is an amazing pack of the SadBoi genre, or girl, you can assume how you want. 75 Serum Presets, over 300 samples, and let me tell you, the loops in there are so inspiring and so great to write to. We're going to be doing tons of challenge videos with a lot of the samples. Right now, today though, we're going to be remaking Light, and everything used in this actual remake is from the pack itself,
Which is
pretty
pretty
sick.
unreal. It's pretty unreal if you think about it.
Been doing a couple remakes. I think we did like 4 or 5 or something. We got more on the way too, but every single one of those is the same thing. It's going to be using all the samples and presets from SadBoi Volume 1, which is pretty cool. And also very sad at the same time.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
You know what else is sad?
What else is sad? Hit me with
There's
it.
a super sad sale on our website right now. 40% off of every single one of our packs, bro.
40% off? That's so sad.
It's so sad, dude.
Oh my God.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
What are we going to do?
That's like the most discount we've ever given, ever.
We did.
It's sad because we're going to be homeless after this.
It's super sad, dude.
I'm ready to be homeless. Are you?
Yeah, me too.
Have you ever been homeless?
Kind of, but it doesn't really count. You know, I was just living out in my car for a little bit. We got through it.
We got through it. Look at us now. We're sad as fuck.
We're sad as fuck.
Got all the money in the world and sad as fuck.
Yep.
Definitely don't have all the money in the world, so please buy a pack. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and like the video and comment your saddest story for a chance to win SadBois Volume 1. Let's get some sad stories. They could be true or false. We're going to go ahead and jump into this video. If you guys want to get this project file, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's layer some sad-ass chords, dude.
What are we doing, Danny? Tell the people what we're doing, bro.
We're going to be layering. We're going to be going over the saddest chord layers. Now, San Cholo, right? Most of his friends call him
Han Solo, bro.
Yeah, Han Solo, bro.
Star Wars.
It's from Star Wars, but this San Cholo is from Sweden, okay? He's got a beard. He's got a really nice Urban Outfitters hat and style.
I thought he was from Central LA.
No, he is from Sweden, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Did you really think that?
No,
Okay.
dude.
Do you remember when we did that whole thing of like the TikTok where it was like, there's no EDM classics anymore?
Yeah.
I would put this as an EDM classic, this song.
For sure.
Yeah.
No question about it.
So we're going to be showing you guys how to make these chords right here. It sounds a little something like this.
So bright. It's so bright.
Too bright. So sick. I can sit here and play this thing the whole day. Obviously, we remade a bunch of the other of it. You probably heard it in the intro. We're just going to be going over this because this is the main dropper right here, okay? So this chord layer consists of a couple different elements going on that we're going to go over. We're going to teach you how to make kind of like the main solid layer right here, which is kind of like, this thing right here. Really nice, lush layer.
It's bright like our future.
It is bright, yes. We got some other stuff going on in here too. So what's really cool is Holo used his voice to create this sort of lead on top, which is like this vocal shot. Sounds like this. So always when we talk about stacking chords, we're always talking about having like usually like a melody or a lead on top. So with this one, it's actually really interesting is that you have that sort of vocal line going on, and then you also have this like sort of Flintstone-y sound in it. It's really interesting. I think of like the little Flintstones. When they're about to like, they do like the little twinkle toes and then they do the bowling.
pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to this. It sounds like Flintstones. It's like that, you know? But yeah, this is like really interesting, this sound too, because you have a lot of movement in both these sounds. Like the vocal shot has this sort of auto pan thing going on that's kind of creating this LFO like speed. And then the Flintstone sound also has the same sort of vibe. It's just like a saw wave, I think. Yeah. You know, with like a little bit of detune and some reverb. This is like a super fast pluck, 16 triplets. So I think these two together sound kind of interesting, right? And they're more tucked.
It's a really nice texture together.
It is. It's texturing.
Very
it's exactly
nice
what
texture.
it is. But usually when you're coming in with like trying to get big swords, especially for this type of music, did I say big swords?
Big swords and especially.
Give me a fucking big sword in my hand right now.
Especially a big one.
Especially
a big
Excalibur sword right here, dude. Better be ginormous.
A giant fucking sword.
Yes, nice texturing, nice layering. Another thing that's really cool about these chords is, like I said, we're going to be going over this sound. But some of the other layers that we have here, especially if you're making SadBoi music, this sort of ominous vocal in the background, we're just using Omnisphere for this. My favorite thing about these chords is the fact that there is the melody written into the chords. Is this little da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Which really adds a lot. And so that melody is reinforced by these other leads. And then underneath that, we have this like drop lead together, Beards and Rave. And this is kind of more like the annoying kind of fuller saw-y leads. And that really, really fills out the spectrum.
That's like the main lead, essentially, right?
Yeah, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this chord from scratch here, show you guys how to do it. And then I'm going to probably explain a little bit more in the layering process so you guys will be able to understand that. And probably take a look at the MIDI too, because that's probably helpful. So let's start off. We have just the chord Bright. This preset is in the download description down below so you guys can grab it along with the rack. If you don't have Ableton, don't worry. It's pretty easy to make with anything else. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with just a regular saw wave, and we're going to set the unison to 16. Now, I know some really smart people said that 7 is the magic number, but they are wrong. 16 is the magic number.
We said that again.
No, we said 16 now.
So we're going from 7 to 16?
Probably you should do
Voices?
7, but we're doing 16 for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, set the detune to 0.23, set the blend to 75, and then you're also going to want to go ahead and initialize oscillator B. Now, oscillator B is going to be up an octave. That is not the right sound. I mean, just so much unison right off the bat. And then what you're going to do is set this unison to 3 on oscillator B, and set the detune to 0.8, set the blend at 75, level at 75. A big thing about this chord that makes it so interesting and fun is the portamento.
Yeah.
So if you turn the portamento up to 143, I love you. Let me just type that in.
What is 143, dude? What do you...
Did you have a pager?
No, dude.
You never had a pager?
No.
Am I that old?
I mean, maybe, bro.
So pager 143 was code for I love you.
I had a Nokia phone, and I would have to text by doing the
I forgot
buttons,
why.
dude.
Like 143 is like one meaning for 3 words.
Was it the numbers where you have to go to the letter?
Well, so in pager code, you didn't have text. So you would use numbers to essentially write out words. So if you want to write out like boobies, you would write like 80085.
So what is 143?
143 means I love you.
4 is...
It's like 14. I don't know. I know it's 3 words. So yeah, 143 is the magic number. I love you. Oops, I changed it. So 143 for the portaments. Bam. Perfect. And then another thing we talked about too last time was about the noise, and how the noise is something that I've opened myself up to recently, and I'm definitely liking it.
You could share a little bit more. You can open up to him a little bit. Are you sure it's
okay?
Yeah.
Can I be vulnerable for a second?
Be a little vulnerable.
Can I just be vulnerable?
Dude, yeah.
Okay. I did not like white noise in my chords. I don't know why. I think because I wasn't doing it right. And you know what? I think what happens is people overuse white noise in their chords. There's a nice balance.
Yes, there is.
And the bright white in Serum is really great for this. So you're going to go on ahead and select bright white. Okay, it's in the analog right there. And then you're going to go ahead and set the level to 35% because you know what?
It's a nice level.
It's a nice level. Let's go ahead and turn it down. And let's turn it up. That's really nice. Just adds air.
I think what it is that it's very controlled high end.
Yeah,
It's not like spiky like this.
Yeah.
It's like very like smooth.
And if you have a bunch of white noise and then add processing on top of that, that's when it gets a little bit too much. So choose your white noise. It's like reverb, you know what I mean? You want to use it sparingly. You don't put reverb on every single layer sometimes, you know what I mean? Depends. So yeah, just a little bit of bright white. This is kind of fun. I've been doing this a lot lately. You know, Serum doesn't necessarily have the best routing possibilities, right? There's a lot of things like for, you know, I wish the sub oscillator, I was able to change the pitch of it. I'm fine with it being basic shapes, but I wish I could change the pitch of it a little bit more. The filter, right? There's really no way to have, I mean, you can bypass this filter, but no matter what, it's going to go into the effects over here, which we're going to get into. But I think it'd be really cool if these oscillators also had direct outs as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it would be, actually. That would be pretty easy to do, I feel like, too.
I
you
feel
know,
like,
maybe
yeah, it
like
would.
double click on the level or something.
Yeah, and then just direct out.
Yeah.
Right? Because then, like, sometimes you have, like, for instance, the processing that I'm doing might fuck up one of the really cool tones I have from an oscillator. So
yeah, like, you know, on the effects, when you want to do the level out instead of the out, you just fucking right-click.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you don't do level out. It just gives you a level option. But to be able to just to run these direct out, it would be so much better.
I'm saying that option as direct out instead of a knob, you know? That would be sick.
Yeah, if you could route it out a little bit more like that, that'd be really, really cool. Because the noise and the sub oscillator have it. But this is kind of an instance of what I'm talking about is sometimes you can use filters. I mean, this is kind of more less extravagant example, but sometimes I might use a filter on just one of the oscillators, right?
Yeah.
Because I just want to tone it down. So for instance, in A, it's kind of like very detuned. So I'm kind of toning it back with an MG low 12 just slightly. And if I pulled this down, you kind of get some interesting stuff that you wouldn't normally get, you know? And I think a lot of people just go, oh, I'm either everything's going to the filter or nothing. So, you know, maybe you use like a special wavetable and you use like a comb filter to get it even gnarlier. But this other wavetable is already like pretty good, you know?
Yeah, man.
Just something to think about when you guys are messing with this. So yeah, you want to just have this MG low 12 like pretty much all the way up. It's just going to be cutting off a little bit of highs from oscillator A. Okay. Now, before we get into the processing, we want to let you guys know that all of these sounds, presets, and of course the project file itself is available right now. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. If you guys want to get this project file and many, many more like this, you can get all the drums, you can get all the presets, everything that we made. Make sure you guys go check out our Patreon. The link is in the description down below. If you guys go and you click that link, you can see we have tons of different tiers from feedback to our legacy YouTube tier to our VIP tier. You guys check that out. Pick which one works for you. And if you want to get this project file, you want to join the legacy tier, you can open that up and you'll see we have tons of project files for you guys all to download with all the sounds and presets in there. And of course, our VIP tier, which also includes the project files and exclusive presets and samples for you guys. So check that out and support us on Patreon if you can. We really, really appreciate all our supporters. Thank you. All right, we're almost there. Let's hear how it's sounding. Very airy, very light, hence the bright light, you know what I mean?
We had to put the shades on. It was way too bright in here, dude.
I would take off my shades right now, but I'm afraid that I will go blind from all the light and sadness that's being in here. And also it might spread to you if I take them off.
We don't want to see the light either. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see darkness.
Straight up darkness.
Darkness.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, you know what?
Fucking Han Solo
I don't know if I could
his
do this
positivity,
right now,
man. You know?
It's too positive. I can't do it. Dude.
Jesus Christ. Way too bright in here, bro.
I wish there was a shower that I could lay in and cry right now.
There is. We have a shower here.
Well, can I go cry right now?
No.
Okay.
We
All right, let's get through
video.
it. All right, we'll do it after.
Then you could do it after.
But you don't always have to hold in your tears, Ben, especially.
I'll shower with you, Danny.
That'd be really nice. That'd make me feel a little bit better. Yeah.
It's a small shower, though, so.
That's fine. I'll fit. We'll make it work.
All right.
Okay, so now all we have to do for the effects is we're just going to cut a little highs. Another thing that I do is sometimes if I have the ability to do a little bit of EQ in Serum, I'm going to do it. Because these MIDI, which we're going to go through in a second, have a lot of low end in them. So I just have a little bit of a low cut right here set to 337s. Because there's a lot of layering going on. You're welcome to do that if you want. And then after that, you're going to want to go ahead and use the glue compressor. I don't normally use this for processing, but it sounded pretty good. Sometimes using OTT on chords can be a little bit too much. Very, very dialed in.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
I think you can get away with it.
Wet, dry knob.
Yeah.
You got to dial that back.
Yep. So this is like pretty standard. Just the attack is at noon, the release is at noon, ratio is at noon. Threshold's at 7.4. So it's compressing quite a bit. With the soft clip, let me turn off the low cut so you guys can hear really what it's doing. it just sounds like it's squeezing it just a little bit.
It levels it out.
Right, yeah. Sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing, depends on what you want. In this case, I think it makes sense because we have to really control everything because there's a lot of layers going on.
It's a wide frequency range too.
Right. It's a good reason to compress if you have a lot of layers on stuff so that stuff kind of sits in its place.
Dude, I know you're sad, man, but let me spark you up real quick.
Oh, we're doing a nug
spark
right
you
here?
up, dude. Yeah.
Can you cue the really sad nug of Naj smoking music? I'm only doing this to.
I gotta light mine too. So
yeah, I'm smoking away my sadness. Okay, so look, here's the deal. The glue compressor and OTT are very, very powerful compressors. A lot of times when you have a lot of layers in your chords or synths like that, you want to maybe compress some of those layers a little bit to control the dynamics a little bit more. In this case, when we have the glue compressor enabled, it kind of sounds like if I could imagine the actual audio wave just kind of tucked in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Let it out, dude.
I'm gonna let it out right now.
Keep going.
And when you tuck in that chord and the compression, it can make some really beautiful chords.
It's gonna be okay, dude. It's gonna be okay.
And I would recommend that you try it just a little bit though, not too much compression.
You got it, man.
I can't, dude. I can't.
It's okay. It's okay.
That feels nice. That's a nice back rub.
Glue compressor, dude.
SadBoi's out now.
Compress your layers.
Compress yourself.
It's all good, man.
I'm compressed, dude.
It's all good.
All right. After you got the glue compressor, make sure you put on soft clip. Let's cut the lows. Because anytime we compress, we're going to be adding in low frequencies. And then we have a little bit of filter. There's some auto filter stuff that's kind of happening, I think, at the low break. Yeah, it has a little dip in, the boombox cartel invented trick. Really nice use of filter.
It's a very nice filter.
Pretty sure the song came out before Boombox Cartel got big.
How funny would that be if they're like sending hate emails to like every artist that filters their chord rhythms?
Hey, bro,
just so you know.
knock it off.
Knock it off.
That's just mine. I invented it.
We did the first.
Yeah. I don't even know if that story's true.
I know.
That'd be pretty bad if it wasn't. We look like assholes. We're just talking shit. I
like
love Boombox, though.
Yeah, I feel like I saw it on one of their streams.
Fuck it. I'll give it to them, man. They're sick. Okay, so after that, another thing we did is add some utility width. If you guys haven't seen our video with Vince, with Electric, he goes over some stereo mid-side EQing and how to really, really get your stuff sounding wide and placed. A thing that I've been really using a lot is utility. The width I've always used that, but using that in combination with span can be really, really helpful, especially when you're placing layering chords, right? So that's pretty much it for this. Let's go ahead and hear how it sounds. Sounds pretty good. So the next thing I want to do is I want to kind of hear them all together, and then we're going to go over some more layering and maybe a little bit of MIDI, and then we'll call it. So let's go ahead and hear it from the drop. We got no sub. Sounds pretty good. Some of the other things, like I said, with some of the leads that are kind of going on here, the MIDI is really interesting as well. If I take all the chords, it's big. I mean, look at this. Like, look at these chords in these octave stretch. Ooh. Ooh. Sounds like I'm making a song.
Because they're notes.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like I'm making a song.
I made a really cool song. So, yeah, the MIDI notes in here are pretty crazy. So, let's see what we got here. This is probably the root or something, right? Let's shift this up. What has he got? He's got the third. So, the first and the third. It looks like he's using this as like a harmonizing bass note. Keen will tell me I'm wrong. And then this, what if I go down an octave? Let's see. Okay, so that's an octave up. Yeah, so that's the root. So you got the root and the fifth, right? That's the fifth, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. It's the 7th. And when we're figuring out chords, we're just listening for like those harmonic frequencies that feel like they're missing and filling it out. A good way to start is just start with triads, everybody. Just start with your basic, 1, 3, 5, or 1, 4, 5. What's the triad? You know it. You're doing music school now.
1 3 5.
1 3 5, and then what else for minor and major?
Minor, you just flatten the third.
Oh shit!
Come on, bro. Let's go,
So
dude.
there you go. Yeah, do that and flip around some octaves, and then add sevenths, ninths. That always tends to help out with filling out chords, and then harmonizing bass notes too. Harmonizing keys, voicings. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on in that. They're pretty much duplicated, except for the leads that are really, really helping push it out. These leads are really, really, really nice, and they go really good together. Like, sounds very ravey. Look, not a lot of reverb, right? Maybe that has a tiny bit of reverb on it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
And then the vocal stuff. The vocals is like a big thing of this like choir. That really helps shit sound like really big awe and inspiring. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that went over that. I mean, obviously we have all a bunch of other chords that are kind of happening here, which we'll play this on the outro. So hopefully you guys learned something. Again, you guys can go get SadBoi's Volume 1 right now. It includes all these sounds, all these samples, and tons of other amazing sounds that we have available. We're going to do some challenge videos with the pack too, like we've been saying. You guys can go see the demo of the pack on YouTube. It's pretty much all a mashup of the 5 remakes that are basically used entirely using SadBoi's Volume 1.
Who's going to cry first, dude? What drop is going to make you cry first?
I already cried twice in this video already,
You know what I'm saying? I know.
I didn't see you cry.
No, because I got my shades on, bro.
You're crying on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You're dead inside.
I am.
Okay, cool.
I'm dead inside right now, dude.
So hopefully you guys learned something, enjoyed the video. Thanks for always being supportive. Subscribe, smash the like, and don't forget, 40% off store-wide of the Excellent Sound catalog.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
Look at this. Look at this right here.
Blur it up.
We love you guys.
Give me candy.
We love you guys. No, I'm giving it to you. You have to receive the candy.
You're supposed to do
You have to receive the candy.
You
bro.
go like this.
I go like this, bro.
And then I enter.
No.
And then
I'm entering you.
What do I do? Okay.
So you.
In
see?
there.
And then you receive it.
And then.
Just like that.
Straight into the trash can.
That's how you.
Let's go ahead and play it out. Let's play from the beginning. Let's play a little bit so they can kind of hear it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
watching.
so much.